So, vegan evolution, take 3. So, the third time, yes, 3 times. The third time that I really came in contact with the word vegan was last year. I went to a nutritionist. I was bulimic at the time, and I just wanted somebody to sit down with me and tell me what I should be eating every day so that I could work on that. I thought that it would help me get better. I mean, definitely in the back of my mind, I was thinking weight loss, of course. That's always been a huge factor of my life. But I was looking to get healthy. I mean, I all the time when I was bulimic, I was always looking for health at the same time, health and sustainability. I just was totally misled. No one's fault, just fucking the way the world works, I guess. I wasn't informed enough, and when I did look at information, I was looking in the wrong places and not really checking out who wrote the articles. I was obviously taking information from freaking bloggers or something ridiculous like that. Anyway, so I went to the nutritionist to find out how to eat properly, and she's a lovely woman and was really trying to actually help me. I mean, I really got the impression that she wanted to help. She saw that I was suffering and that I was sad, and I had candida and digestion problems at the time from making myself sick, I guess, and from not eating enough, and probably had a very acidic diet. And she really did want to help, but unfortunately the advice she gave me was just so wrong on so many levels. She put me on a sugar-free diet, so no sugar whatsoever, no fruit, except for I was allowed stewed apples, a couple of spoonfuls of stewed apple every day. I actually remember talking to her once, because I saw her quite a few times, about getting sugar cravings, and that I'd be watching somebody eat a piece of fruit, and I would just be I just craving sugar so badly. And her advice was to get a piece of dark chocolate and put it at the top of the roof of my mouth and just let it dissolve, and that should get rid of my sugar cravings. That did not work. I'm pretty sure I inhaled that bar of chocolate when I tried to do that. It's you need kind of an insane amount of willpower to be able to do that. I don't know anyone who can do. Maybe people exist, but man, that's not me. There is a fat person. I always thought there's a fat person living inside my body. That's hunger. That's what hunger does to you. It drives you crazy. So anyway, she put me on a sugar-free diet. Very high protein. Once a week I was to eat red meat. Twice a week I think I was to eat turkey or chicken, one of those 2 white meats. I'm not sure if pork was mentioned. And then fish, I think it was once or twice a week. And eggs. Yeah, I was allowed to have eggs. I was allowed to have 6 eggs a week, something like that. And veganism, that was where the word vegan came in. She actually told me, which is quite interesting, to be vegan. I can't remember, was it once or twice a week? I think it was actually twice a week. But most vegans know that it's very hard to be a vegan without any sugar. As a vegan, she would have been advising me to have chickpeas, beans. She told me not to have soy products. I'm kind of on the fence about soy products. I don't know if they really agree with me, but maybe that's because they're highly processed. I've never actually had soybeans, so I don't really know. But anyway, so yeah, soy products. Dairy was one thing she told me not to have, which, yay, no dairy, that's good. But I was allowed to have sheep's milk and goat's milk and sheep butter, which I don't really get the whole dairy and how sheep and goat isn't dairy. Yeah, but I didn't have. I followed what she said to a certain degree. I took on board to have a lot more protein in my diet, which I definitely never really went for before. If somebody was feeding me and I had a choice between potatoes and chicken, I was definitely going for the potatoes. never been a chicken person. And even when she did advise me to eat chicken, chicken's disgusting to me. It's always been kind of disgusting because you have to be so careful with it when you're preparing it. Like, why do you have to have like a specific chopping board to cut raw chicken? Because it's fucking like going to kill you. It's poison. So I don't ever get people who would happily prepare chicken. I remember cooking a roast chicken once for Dan when we moved in together, and I had to clean it in the sink, and it was literally like holding a baby. The skin on a whole chicken is just like, no, like, just no. You don't get that feeling when you're cutting up broccoli or cutting into a melon, or, you know, chicken is disgusting. That's a side note. But yeah, that was my idea. I did try to do the vegan days. I remember eating a lot of chickpeas and setians. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's almost like a tofu. I tried that. Wasn't really keen on it. It was kind of disgusting, really. But it wasn't her fault. It's funny how I wish that high carb vegan was more commonly known. I just wish that concept was more commonly known. I wish the whole carb thing, people just knew about it, because I just think it would. I mean, I'm not obviously the only one who, this is Catherine's, for like, you know, I'm not the only one who's come up with this idea. Like, this obviously should be more known, that carbs just make you feel mentally so freaking awesome. I haven't just been enlightened all by myself. Everybody knows this in the vegan community. But yeah, that was the third time I really came in contact with veganism, and again tried it, even though it was like 1 day a week I was trying to do it. And I guess that's what's wrong with a lot of people. They try to be vegan, and it just doesn't seem sustainable or fun. And veganism, the food you eat is so much fun. Like, it's just so much fun.